Hi, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on types of practice. You may also have heard them called practice structures. Now we're 2 weeks into lockdown and I'm regretting not having a haircut earlier in December. It's only going to get worse during these videos. There are 4 different types of practice you need to know for GCSE PE, and they're called massed practice, distributed practices, fixed practice and variable practice. We'll go through all 4 today. So practice structures are a way of helping develop skill. Coaches use them. It's part of this sports psychology section. You've probably experienced all 4 types of this practice. So the first one we'll look at is called massed practice. Now massed practice is where you focus on one skill for the whole session with almost no breaks. You work on the skill even though you're fatiguing. The skill is often a basic skill or a closed skill. If they're new terms to you, check out the video on classification of skills. That'll help you with this topic. That's really important that you know those terms as well. And here the practice over learning the skills. So you groove the skill so it becomes perfect, even under pressure and even when you are fatigued. Now in the picture you can see a cricket player working with a bowling machine. Now the bowling machine consistently puts the ball in the same place each time at the same speed, and the cricket player can therefore work on the same shot. Let's say they're working on their off drive and improve that off drive and concentrate just on that. It's a really good example of mass practice. It's really good for experienced sports people, particularly those who already know how to do those skills and they're just trying to either get out any bad habits or improve that one key element of their game. For example, a tennis player may just work on their serve and practice it and practice it and practice it so they can get real consistency in their shot. A golfer may do the same at a driving range. They may just go to the driving range and take one club and work purely on that one club and hit hundreds of balls just to be able to groove that shot and be able to get it to what we call an autonomous level, so you don't have to think about that skill. Distributed practice is the next one. Now, this is sort of opposite to massed. In distributed practice, you get breaks, you get rest time, you get a chance for the coach to feed back to you on how you are doing. So you're practicing, but you're also having breaks between the drills, and you might change the drills up. Often working on the same skill, but you have time to have feedback and rest periods so you're not fatiguing. This is often really useful for beginners who are learning new skills and who also don't have high levels of fitness. Often it helps reduce boredom, particularly in beginners, or those who've been doing it for a long time. You can break it up. You can do it week to week as well in distributed practice. Now, a fixed practice session is where a player will literally work on exactly the same skill in isolation over and over again. So it's similar to massed practice, but for example, a rugby goal kicker or a basketballer taking their 3 throws, they'll pretty much work on exactly the same thing and try and iron out any small errors in their technique. Really good for skills that have to have repetition. So golf putting, golf shots, basketball shots, rugby kicks a goal are perfect for this. It's practice where you work on the same thing over and over again, and often from the same spot. So maybe a football penalty taker, that would be a fixed practice. They're going to go in isolation probably, they're going to go on their own and practice that skill. Again, they're going to groove it, they're going to try and get into their autonomous stage of learning. They don't have to think about it. So when it comes to a pressure situation, they can go to that motor program and produce that skill. And the last one is variable practice. Now, variable practice is really good for open skills. And again, if you're not sure what an open skill is, check the video out on classification of skills. Open skills are skills that use in open play, okay, such as the different types of passes you've got to use in football or basketball or netball, where the game's moving around you. So to practice open plays, you might do things like 3v1 or defence versus attack in football, netball and basketball. You might do little kind of set patterns of play. Now, variable practice helps bring those things out in performers by creating scenarios that may occur in a game. So they're really good at maybe making good decisions or using the skills to kind of meet the demands of that scenario. Thanks for watching today. I hope this video has been useful. I've got a playlist of all the psychology videos for GCSE PE, so check them out. Good luck.